Once called Carolina's Stadium, it now goes by Bank of America Stadium. Or more simply, the Vault, as we're here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Carolina Panthers. Ryan Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And off we go from Bank of America Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. That's complete. Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. 1st and 10. It's Mahomes. And downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead right away. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Panthers nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas
Butker
City.
on now to kick this one away. Set to return. It's Chuba Hubbard. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the double.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Clock, 10. Ready.
He'll start on the ground. Dowdle. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Ready.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Black, 95.
Motioning the tight end now.
Ready.
From the pistol, it's Young. Cut down the field, Leggett. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line.
That's good.
It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
That's 5.
They go with Dowdle on the run. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap now to Young. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
So the grounding backs him up and wipes away 2nd down. A very tough 3rd down play here. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Set, hut. 30.
Send him left out of the slot.
Set.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're staring at 4th and long. And partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right, and I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red.
The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. Penalty hurts them, but they're still going for it here on 4th.
Here we go. Set. Blue, 32. Set.
Gets it out wide quick, and oh, he might throw this. And nearly intercepted as that trick play almost ended in disaster. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively, because you also know it can set the table for more.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Yellow. 180.
Right back to Pacheco. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Yellow, yellow. Let's go 180.
And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Couldn't hang on to the interception, but the momentum's still on the defensive side here ahead of this 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break, Brock, as they force this 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
This one loses yardage and loses possession. He's stopped behind the line. They're turning this over on downs. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They'll be hoping for a lengthy drive here with where they're starting out. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that first down.
Down. Ready.
The inside give to Dowdle. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Offense up to the line fast.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line.
52.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Ready?
Young working from the gun. Big gain downfield. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. Working quickly here.
38 yards. And the Panthers
52 blaster.
first down.
560.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
17. Set, huh?
It's Young to throw here on first. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ready, set.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10.
Shovel, 38. Let's go now. Red, yellow. Set.
Out of the gun, Young. Going deep here for the end zone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers start to fight back with their first points of this game. This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point.
Fitzgerald on for the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers tie this game 7-7.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
These guys, man, that's Travis Kelce. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested...
Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a second quarter lead. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7.
Panthers 7. Harrison Butker to kick off.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Hubbard with a return here. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10.
Ready.
Tight end in motion left.
Hut.
First down, Young. And it is intercepted, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Ooh, offense catches a break there. Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23.
Steal. Check steal. Set. Ready. 45. White. Clock. 10. Ready.
Young to throw it. And no place for him to go. The Chiefs take him down. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
Brings up third down and 11.
Zoom black. Set.
On third down, it's Young. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And they're going to drop him to end the return, but this turnover isn't going to stand. We've got flags at the spot right where he picked it off. So the interception's going to be remembered by the fans here, partner, but not by the official score. The interference call takes that away. They got the interference call on third down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs.
Ready. 30.
Slot receivers headed left.
Hut, hut.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. Well, they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10.
Chop. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
Looking now from the gun. He's loaded another one up. He's got it inside the 25. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone.
That's good for Panthers. First down.
Drill. 43 rail.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready. Ready.
Young on 1st and 10. Finds him over the middle. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Set.
This is Dowdle on 2nd down. Makes the tackle. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got 3rd down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Caught by his back. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Mega. Blue. 32. Ready.
To the air on 1st down. Young. Escapes the pocket. And they take this in for the score. The Panthers earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Bryce Young touchdown. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers tie things up at 14.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here.
35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Looking to throw. And this one is launched downfield. And oh, he got it! Interception! Trayvon Merrick has it. And the Panthers are stopped on that return, so that interception is going to be the final play of this opening half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. Hubbard with a return here. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Down.
They send the tight end in motion.
95. Set.
Now it's Young. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Here we go. Set. 50. Green. Set. Go.
2nd and 10 now. Young's going to try again. Hits him on the out route. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Offense to the line fast.
52
That's
blaster.
good for a Panthers first down.
Hut.
Young looking to throw. He's throwing deep to the left side. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Set. Chop. 17. 10 black. Ready.
Off the play fake, it's Young. And he's going to try another deep one here. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
On the double.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line.
5. 90 seconds. Let's go now. Ready.
A 3rd down run with Dowdle. And they get to him after a nice gain of 7, but still a little bit shy of that 1st down marker. Moving quickly, trying to get set. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
Okay, ready.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. Back to throw it. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Man downfield, he's got it. It's Worthy. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Working quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
1st down throw, Mahomes. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Pride connected with Xavier Worthy there. And now they face 2nd down. When we look back at this one, Brock, it is going to be defensive highlight after defensive highlight. And there again, the examples, they just keep coming.
The physical play has been the trademark. Really, from the 1st snap through this 2nd half, there have not been many just uncontested, clean, efficient plays. Every effort's been answered. That's why that scoreboard's not been lit up. Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Another throw for Mahomes. Headed out right. That's caught for the first. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's a Chiefs first down.
For a Kansas City
43,
Chiefs.
15.
First down.
Yellow.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
Back to the air, Mahomes. Ball was caught. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grab the lead on their first series of the half. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7.
Panthers 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Hubbard with a return here. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Ready.
Panthers look just about ready. First and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 45. White.
Young on the play action. Cut out left. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, and give him a chance to make a play.
Black 40. Ready.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Completed over the middle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Ready.
It's Young, the throw here on first. Off his back foot, he hooks this one. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10.
Ready. Red 38. Set.
Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got third down. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Set. Hut. Yellow 43. Hut. Hut.
To the air, yet again. Young. Connection made with his running back down the middle. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Ready.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Red set.
Again, it's Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers cut it to 1 late in the third. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Panthers tie this game at 21.
Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, here's Nico Mejio. And he's going to be out of bounds. Not a positive return there, only making it up to the 15-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Chiefs coming up to the line here. It's first and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. They'll cobble together a yard there. DJ Wanham gets there to haul him down.
DJ Wanham on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the 17
After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. It's all knotted up at 21, partner. Still plenty of scoring here as we try to decide our winner. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Yellow, yellow. Attack, attack.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
He's back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
Another 3 and out.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He'll throw it. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Trevin Wallace has it. And this is going to be a pick 6. He's in for the Carolina touchdown. This is Fitzgerald trying to tack on the extra point. He's good on the extra point effort. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Here's Smith on the return.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Now Kansas City looks settled in and ready. Here we go. 1st and 10. Mahomes trying to get after the pick. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He drops this down to Pacheco underneath. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Now a pitch play to Pacheco. And those running lanes are closing up fast, aren't they? He's held to just a yard.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw it. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down.
43, 15. Yellow.
Looking to throw it. That's complete to Juju. And he's taken down at the 30. That play good for 17 on a first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, yellow, go. Up, right here, one time.
Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be touched down about 3 yards shy of the marker.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4.
Yellow.
Here he is to throw. He's got it near the 8. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and goal, Kansas City.
They'll run Pacheco. And it's not over yet. They score here in the final minutes, and now they can tie or even win this game right here. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Here comes the crowd swell. The home fans trying to will their defense to make the stop and save this win. Caught at the 2. And he's going to run in for 2. Oh, they gambled the entire game on that call. And now they're in line for the win. Butker on now to kick this one away. And no return here. This is a touchback, and the ball's going to come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
17.
27-yard line.
Ready.
Setting up to pass. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. That was Tedero McMillan he was looking for. And now it's 3rd and short.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Got it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Set, cut. Ready.
Here he is to throw. Connection made to Tremble. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Ready.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Ready, ready. Okay, 45, white. Red, yellow. Set, cut.
Here he goes, one final shot. Trying to push deep downfield. He's got it inside the 20. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. So it's a win for the visiting Chiefs. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Chiefs as we say so long from Charlotte.